Well, as we've just seen in the Tully area, sugarcane and banana has been flattened by the cyclone, and growers may take years to recover the losses. I just spoke a short time ago to the president of the Australian Banana Growers Council, Cameron Mackay, who's in Tully. Cameron Mackay, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good evening, Tony.
Can you start first by giving us some idea of what you went through last night?
Yeah, it was not something I'd want to go through again, that's for sure. Last night, it was quite quiet early in the night, so wasn't too anxious and knew it was coming and thought we were well prepared, and we were well prepared for what was there. But then about 11 o'clock, just before the eye came over, it really had me worried. That there's not too many times I've been scared, and I must admit that was pretty close then. It was something pretty mighty there.
And you're in a brick house, but at first light, when you walked outside to see what the damage had been, what the damage bill was essentially, what did you see?
Yeah, walking outside, from going in that night into the house and locking up, it was beautiful greenery, beautiful looking area, nice trees everywhere, to walking outside and basically seeing matchsticks, trees lying everywhere, no greenery, and just total devastation. Have
all your neighbours been accounted for? No one lost in the middle of all of this?
Yeah, what was our first priority in the morning was to go up to see the neighbours. We still had mobile phone reception, so we rang friends and relatives, make sure they were all right. So for the first hour or two this morning, we just checked on everyone to make sure they were all right. And walking around, up around the neighbourhood and seeing roofs off houses and things like that was not a good sight, but definitely good to see that the people were well and safe.
You also went down to Mission Beach, which is pretty much, it appears, where the cyclone touched down on the mainland. What's the damage there?
Yeah, they've had a fairly large tidal surge in there, so there's a lot of debris up over the road, some of the road missing. Again, just the rainforest has basically been devastated. Yeah, the forest is all brown, no greenery left, and still a lot of leaves and logs everywhere. And also there is certainly a fair bit of house damage down there as well.
You've obviously made sure that no lives have been lost in your area, but of course there's the economic cost, and you're a banana grower. How bad is the damage to the crop?
Yeah, well, getting a Category 5 cyclone direct hit is your worst possible scenario when you're a grower. So banana trees at the best of time can't handle a great deal of wind. Once you get over about 50 knots, they'll fall over, and when you got winds in excess of 100 knots, well, it's just total devastation. So, all our properties are all flattened, so all the trees are on the ground.
Is that just you, or all the other banana growers in your region as well?
Yeah, all through the whole region, Tony. So basically from Cairns to Cardwell has been flattened. There might be some small pockets left over, but most of it's all flattened, and really about 80 to 90% of Australia's bananas comes out of this region.
What's that going to do to the market? Obviously prices will go up at the very least.
Yeah, it will. It will go up. I think you can sort of draw a similar assumption as what happened with Cyclone Larry to what happened now. You're sort of looking at a similar amount of loss, probably a little bit less loss, hopefully, and being a little bit earlier in the season, maybe for not quite as long either. I think we'll probably be back in production a couple of months earlier than what we were with Larry.
Okay, Cameron Mackay, we'll have to leave you there. Thanks very much for coming in to talk to us tonight.
Thanks very much, Tony.